You mentioned that you're 38 weeks and you're having some lower abdominal pain, some lower back aches, and it's just been killing you to be in certain positions. And first of all, I want to express my sympathy to you because those last days or weeks of pregnancy can be a little torturous. Our bodies want the baby to come out, but even though you're full term, it is best if your baby stays in till about 39 weeks, and that's why your doctor is saying that he won't induce you till you're 39 weeks. Studies have shown that babies do best at this point, and their chance of going to the newborn ICU is lower. Their chance of coming out and eating well is higher, and having less complications is higher. So all in all, it's better if you can keep your baby until 39 weeks. With all of that said, the discomforts that you're describing can be terrible. If you just have generalized pelvic pain, that in most instances is due to the fact that your body is releasing a hormone called relaxin. That acts on the joints of your pelvis and causes them to soften and kind of loosen, and that gives you kind of like that loosey-goosey feeling that makes you wobble and makes your pubic bone hurt. And this is happening in efforts to increase the internal diameter of your pelvis. And this increases the chances that your baby will be able to be born vaginally. So just tell yourself it's probably one of those things that your body's doing in efforts to actually help you. Talk with your doctor about over-the-counter pain relievers that can help you until you end up delivering. You can also use a heating pad for 10 to 15 minutes at a time on your lower back, or take a warm bath. That can oftentimes be very comforting. If you've been exercising up to this point in pregnancy, continue to do so because it can actually help reduce normal aches and pains of pregnancy. And try stretching out your lower back if it's bothering you, especially before you go to bed. You may find that it helps you sleep a little more peacefully. Treat yourself to a massage. You're close enough that this may be your last opportunity you have to pamper yourself before you have your baby. And of course, ask your partner if they'll help rub your lower back if you have just some aches and pains at night. Now, it's important for you to watch for signs that it's time to go into labor and delivery. Being 38 weeks and full term, you can wait to go to the hospital till your contractions are 4 to 5 minutes apart, and that's been going on for at least an hour or two, as long as everything else is looking good. So if you ever have vaginal bleeding, or you feel like your water is broken, like you're having a leaking of fluid that's very suspicious to you, or if you're not feeling your baby move as much as you usually do, specifically, if you feel your baby move less than usual and you start paying close attention, lay down on your side and start counting movements. If you get 10 or less in 2 hours, that in and of itself is a reason to go to labor and delivery. So if you're contracting like every 10 minutes, but you feel like your water broke, you go to the hospital. If you're contracting every 6 minutes, but you start bleeding, or you're not feeling your baby move in between contractions, you still go to the hospital. But if everything else looks good, like I said, wait till your contractions are 4 to 5 minutes apart and increasing in intensity and frequency. And hopefully at that point, the contractions are changing your cervix and you'll be in labor and can stay at the hospital and have your baby. Now, if you don't go into spontaneous labor in the next week, then like you mentioned, your doctor will induce you at 39 weeks. So at least you have an ultimate due date to look forward to. I hope the very best for you. And in case I don't get a chance to chat with you again before you deliver, congratulations ahead of time. And if you have more questions for me in the future, feel free to ask them on our Facebook page at facebook.com/Intermountain Moms. And recommend us to your friends and family too.